Welcome back to the channel, guys. Hope you guys are doing great. Welcome to the new year, and I know that this is going to be a very interesting year for tech. S22, iPhone 14, all these new phones coming out. So I thought, since we're going into the new year, some people are going to have New Year's resolutions, and sometimes it may require a little bit of tech. So for those fitness goals, I wanted to give credit to the Galaxy Watch Active 2. We're going to talk about this watch because I think for the money, it is one of the best smartwatches out there, and it's just an overall amazing experience. So I just wanted to share it. I know it's been 2 years, but I just want to give it credit where credit's due. This watch is such a good bargain, and let's talk about why. Alright, so first thing is the display. As you can see, very bright, very vibrant in every single way. It's just super bright. It has a couple levels of brightness. It has up to 10, so it's not even at its full peak brightness. There it is. And you can lower it, obviously. It's a very bright display, and I think you're going to be very happy with this little panel. Now, the smartwatch, the reason why I'm talking about this Active 2 is because we've seen the new Active 4 and all of the new features, but not everyone wants the latest and greatest. Some people just want a good bargain and works really well. I think this is a watch for a lot of people, especially if they have Android or just in general Samsung. This is going to be a really great watch. The display is very bright, very vibrant, and still after 2 years, it still holds up today. And for some people, you may not like the curved display. I personally love it. But of course, this is for the touch panel right here, right? So that's the reason why we do not have a physical bezel like on the normal traditional Galaxy watches that we are used to seeing. But I think for the majority of people, this is going to be the way to go. This one is the 45mm watch, and so this one does have the bigger battery, slightly bigger display. It also comes with stainless steel casing, making it much more durable. As you can see, I have a rubber sports band because I do work out a lot. I am a very active person, and so naturally I need these more than a leather strap. This is why I use this watch, mainly for exercise and also just general use. And this is why it's my favorite, because at such a low price right now, I believe it's going anywhere from 150 to a little bit into 200. That's still a really good value in my opinion. I remember seeing this watch actually a couple weeks ago going for $130, $100, somewhere around that range, due to the release of the Galaxy Watch 4. This one is becoming such a good value, especially with the price drops. If you can find one of these for that kind of money, they are definitely worth every penny in my opinion. The premium build, the beautiful display, and obviously the features for active people. Now, obviously, there's more to this watch than just that. You obviously still have your bedtime mode or good night mode, and this will basically turn off all the screen and keep the alerts off. That way you can have a peaceful night's sleep and then turn it off. You also have theater mode, which is one of the most underrated features, I think. Theater mode is basically the same thing as good night mode. It just turns off the display and also keeps alerts off at all times. That way you don't have your watch going off every single time you get a notification during a movie. The next feature, it has built-in flashlight. It's not much, but it is something. As you can see, it's reflecting off the camera. It is something, and there's levels that you can adjust it to, as you can see, and then just press back to exit out. This is really cool. I personally really love it, and for the ones who use Galaxy Buds, you have the ability to connect your Galaxy Buds to this watch for those who want to do that. I've tried it. It works well, especially if you downloaded music onto the watch. Another thing that I really do like is this. This is the thing that you activate if you're going to go swimming or it's raining and you don't want any accidental touches. As you can see, nothing that I do works, and that's because it blocks the screen from touches, and the way to get it out is by pressing and hold, and it's called water lock off, and it'll do that sound to get any excess water, and it'll give you some instructions on getting even more water out. So really cool thing. And another amazing underrated feature is NFC. This watch has NFC. You can pay with your watch, and it's a really weird thing. I personally have never used it because I feel like it's kind of weird, and if it does fail to work, then I don't want it to be an embarrassing situation. But I haven't tried it, but I know a lot of people have who use this watch, and it does work. I just don't want to try it. Plus, I already pay with my phone, so I don't really need the watch, but it is a good backup just in case. Now for the software, we do have Tizen OS, so this is running Tizen. The most recent Galaxy Watch 4 runs on Tizen / Galaxy or Google Wear OS, so you are going to have that merging of OSs. But with this one, it's strictly Tizen. Samsung made everything on this software, and so you are going to have that. Also, I have the always on display, that's why it's not responding. You have to double tap, and then you can swipe. So as you can see, it does work really well. I kind of loaded it with a little bit of photos and a lot of watch faces. That's why it kind of slows down from time to time on me. But if you just want it to work, you just want to have 1 or 2 watch faces and that's it, or some apps. Oh, and I also have some apps on this. If you don't have too much on this thing, it will fly. I remember when I first got it, it was running very smoothly, and it was continuing to run very smoothly until I loaded it with a bunch of stuff. Now, this does have 1 gigabyte of RAM and 4 gigabytes of storage, so not a lot in terms of, usability, but it is fine for what this watch will do. Now, I've never really experienced any problems with this watch. It's never really been an issue, and I really do like that it performs smoothly. As for the battery, this does only do wireless charging as per this. Now, it does last 1 to 2 days. I've had this watch one time. I remember it lasted me 3 days in a row, which was beyond me. It was crazy good battery life from this watch, even though I was using it a fair amount. Now, most people, it'll last for sure all day. For some, it'll last into the next day or maybe even 2 days in a row. Very strong battery life on this device, in my opinion. It's just overall an amazing watch. I'm telling you guys, it's worth the pickup. I personally love it. And we've come to the conclusion. Should you buy this after all the positive things I've said about it? I think you should. There's not too much wrong with this watch that I can even fault it for. It's just such a good value at this point. At $150-ish, you can have this smartwatch, and it just does things so well, and I really do like it. I know there's better options, but honestly, for the money, it's a really, really good value. Same way the Galaxy Watch 3 is, the Watch 4, but for this one, this is a really good one, especially since its price has dropped since its release. So it just gets better and better at being a good value. And I'm trying something new for this year, and that's giving things a rating. So every video that I make in terms of reviewing a product, I will give it a rating on a scale of 5 stars. So how many stars can a product get? 5, right? So this one, I give it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. It's just such a good value. It offers so much features for the money, and it's just an overall amazing looking watch and very practical. So if your New Year's resolution is to get in shape, this can do that. And if you just want a watch that accompanies your Galaxy phone, this one will also do the job. You don't have to spend so much money on the Watch 4. So that was it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Link will be in the description for the cheapest price that I find it for. And I hope you guys enjoy this purchase, because honestly, I really do enjoy this watch. So I hope you guys do too. I'll see you guys in the next video. Till then, peace.